Had another rough conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen? Your time is gonna come. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. Yeah. So when you gonna let somebody in? It's a classic situation where you don't know how to feel. So you go it alone, you turn off the phone when the struggle gets too real, yeah. Girl, you better listen. It's time to make a change. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody in? Yeah, let 'em in. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody in? Let 'em in. Had another rough conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen?
All right, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Good Friday afternoon, broadcasting from the B-Level Entertainment Studios. I am your host, B-Level, and today we are doing Straight Talk, No Chaser. We do this thing every Friday, and it's great conversation, great story time. But today we are starting something new at UTB, and it is a series on Straight Talk, No Chaser called Surviving B-Level. Now, let me just tell you about this Surviving B-Level. It's a story time that I'm going to talk about past relationships, past rendezvous, past situationships, and more. Now, let me get this off because I need to talk to y'all. Y'all have been blowing my phone up this morning since I released that I was going to do this live today, okay? I've had at least 3 texts, 3 calls from ex about me telling their business. Now, this is what I want to tell you about Surviving B-Level. And I came up with this great Surviving B-Level name. It is not like Surviving R. Kelly. It's not like, even though I played the R. Kelly music in the background, it's not like Surviving P. Diddy. It is no scandal. It's no coercion. It is no bad things. It is conversation about relationships and my experiences, okay? Now, I do understand that I am respectable and I'm responsible. So hopefully you know that with this platform comes the need to be responsible. I am not going to be out here just telling folks business and telling we slept around and this person did this. Now, I am going to be very real. I'm going to be very honest. I'm going to tell you a lot of things about my past relationships, okay? Some of them will will be like, damn, you did that. But I am respectable enough to know that I have to protect the people that did not sign up for this, right? I signed up to tell my business, but there are some people that don't want their business told. So I will change their names. I will change so much of the story that you should not be able to know who I'm talking about. Like, I might say that this person is a white girl when she's black, because you guys know that I've never dated a white woman. All right. I will also say, I might say that this person is 320 pounds. Big girl. This girl might actually weigh 110. I might say this woman has long, stringy hair. I might say this woman has braids when this woman really has short hair. So I'm going to change up the situation so much that I'm not going to put nobody's business out there that don't want to be in our business. But this will be raw. It will be real, and it will be honest. And the things and the stuff that I talk about will really have happened. But I am going to be respectful with this platform. So know that if you're listening to me and you've had a situationship with me, you've had a relationship with me, you've had a marriage with me, you've had whatever you've had with me, I will protect you. Okay. Now, the first situation that I need to do is talk about this Cash App that's right up here. There's a Cash App, all right, too. If you want to support this podcast, hit that Cash App that's right up there. It is the Mansion, $ the Mansion LR. If you want to support this podcast, please scan the UR code, the ULR code for the URL code, scan the code so that you can get to the Cash App and send that paper to this podcast, okay? So the first, typically I'm going to do this every Sunday for the month of October. And I'm going to try to do 2 story times, okay? But today, because I needed to describe and put all of these disclaimers out for the first one, I'm only going to do 1 today. And today, I am calling this first one that I do because I don't want to tell this young lady's name. I'm going to call her Situationship number 1. Now, I do need to put this out there, okay? I need you guys to know that this is recorded. This is not a live. I am not doing this live right now. This is a pre-recorded live, but I would love for you to like. I would love for you to share this, and I want you to comment. And I promise, even though I'm not live and I'm not doing this live right now, I've scheduled this. This is pre-recorded. I will go back and I will comment to all of your comments. Now, situation number 1. Situationships number 1. This girl was dope, and this was probably 15 years ago, right? I'm trying not to get too much, but it was 15 years ago when I owned the old club, my first club, Club Hollywood. Now, situationship number 1 was a bad young chick. You know what I'm saying? She was bad. She was bad, and she was young. But I'm going to tell you, I met her while I owned the club. B-Level was having his own back then, even though I had a girlfriend, right? I've been honest on the podcast that I've cheated in a lot of my relationships, right? So I had a girlfriend, but this situationship number 1, this chick was so motherfucking bad. When I tell you this chick was bad, this girl was bad. I had to see what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I got in a lot of trouble. I lost my girlfriend over her, but B-Level took this chance, and I had to see what's up with her. She was a big girl. All right. She was a big girl. So y'all know she was small. But anyway, she was fine as fuck. She was fine, just fine. She was younger. And she had this situationship number 1, had this situation with this older guy that she was dealing with. Okay. But she wanted to deal with me. So I started talking to her. We started hanging out. And back then, my club closed at 5:00 in the morning. So she was one of my ride or die. She was my down chick. You know what I'm saying? My gutter chick, my ride or die. One thing about situationship number 1, she used to love that I could cook tacos. Now, if y'all ain't never had none of B-Level tacos, his tacos is on fire. Now, I can cook some pork chops. I can cook some chicken, but my tacos is on point. Situationship number 1 used to love B-Level tacos. Every Monday night, I do those tacos, and y'all know what's happening after we get through eating. Y'all know what's happening after we get through eating. I'm gonna do a little something else afterwards. I'm doing a little other eating, but anyway, she used to love them tacos. But situationship was cool because she was cool because I had a girlfriend. She had a situation. And, she just loved to have fun. Now, one thing about situationship that I really liked about her is that I could go out with her. She wasn't insecure. Situationship number one I used to go to the club, right? And situationship number one, I can say, hey man, you see that chick over there in that corner over here, that fine chick over there, bring her to the crib with us. You know, bring her home with us. Situationship number one would go over there because she was cool, she was down, she was B-levels ride or die. She'll go over there. Y'all know how them girls dance on each other and go to dancing and go to vibe. And I'm sitting back like a G. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm sitting because she was my ride or die. So a lot of times she was probably the first person. She was at the first person. No, she wasn't the first person, but she was like the second person that I ever experienced the threesome with, right? But she was cool because she kind of dig chicks. All the chicks these days kind of dig chicks, right? But she dig chicks. So she would be cool with going out, having a good time. You know how you get the party and level had money. Hey man, check that chick over there. Like bring her to the crib. Let's get down. You know what I'm saying? So I would leave the club because I would drive. And about 30 minutes after I leave the club, it'd be a ring ding dong. That's my doorbell. That's gonna be my doorbell for tonight, for today. I would hear that doorbell ring. It was situationship number one. And situationship number one would have old girl trailing her that I said go put in that work. You understand what I'm saying? So situationship number one was cold and down. I probably had my first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however many threesomes that I had. They were with situationship number one. You understand what I'm saying? She was down. Now, situationship number one started to kind of like me too much. You know what I'm saying? She started doing, you know what I'm saying, some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I really liked it. And she was really cool. And it was a way for me to relieve and have some fun because my girlfriend wouldn't do some of the things that Level wanted to do at that time in his life. Now, keep in mind, this was 15 years ago before I got saved and before I became this good, wholesome man that I am now, right? I'm a one-woman man now. That's another old episode. But back then, Level was having his business. He was handling his motherfucking business. What I'm saying? Handling his business, he was handling his business. So she started liking the fact that I would let her experience outside of me, right? I'm saying, because she wasn't my woman. And her other situationship was an older guy that just didn't believe in having fun and turning up and threesome. He just wasn't with it. So around me, she could be herself. She didn't have to be nobody but herself. So she started to like that. She started to fall in love. And the relationship was cool at first. But y'all know that when people start falling in love, the stories change, right? The way you act change. The way you react to things change. Your confidence kind of changed. And you start going out and no longer was it cool to be, talking to chicks. And, it wasn't cool because she started getting feelings. And so I started noticing that she started being insecure. And sometimes when it wasn't, sometimes I could call situationship because my club closed at 5 o'clock. So I could call and say, hey, pull up at the crib. Situationship with throwing them lug boots. Y'all know them ladies, y'all got them lug boots that y'all throw on when y'all going to handle y'all business. It's 1 o'clock or 12:30 at night, and your people call you and say, hey, pull up at the house. Them ladies throw on that lug boot and throw on them hoodies, and they go into their man house. Well, that's what situationship. She was cool. But she started liking me too much and falling in love. And it was very known that she wasn't the only person that I was seeing. So I had other things going on, had other situationships going on. Situationship number one would start popping up at the crib. Now, back then I lived in Benton. You know what I'm saying? I don't live in Benton no more. But I would be in the crib with another chick and I would hear, and I'm telling you, this is my doorbell. I would hear my doorbell starting to do this. I don't have no doorbell, so that's going to be my doorbell today. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who at my door? Ain't nobody called and texted me and said they was on my way out here. So I go look through that peephole, see it was situationship number one. I'm like, oh, shit. I can't open the door. If she would lay on that doorbell, B-Level, I know you in there. Come out of there. Come out. I'm like, what the hell? I just turn all the lights out and be quiet and go in the room. Well, if I didn't answer the door, she would go around the house, that backyard, and start beating on that door. B-Level, I know you in there. B-Level, I know you in there. the chick that I was there with, she'd be like, "What's kind of shit you got going on? Like, who was that at the door?" I'd be like, "Don't worry about it. It's a chick that I used to fuck with. I don't fuck with her no more. You know what I'm saying? She ain't done. Don't worry about it. Let her stay outside. If she was supposed to be here, I open the door, but she ain't supposed to be here. She popping up at my house. So I would go outside and like, girl, what the fuck wrong with you? You know, we don't do no shit like this. You popping up at my house. I don't do no shit like that. Like, come on, man. Just cut that bullshit out. Wait, you know, I called you and you ain't answer the phone. And I'm like, listen, man, you know what's happening. We ain't got that type of relationship. So why in the hell is you out here at 2 in the morning or 1 in the morning ringing my goddamn doorbell like you got a special delivery? Cut that shit out, man. Get in your car and roll. No, I'm not leaving to the girl. I'm like, what? Like, somehow she changed being cool and being the situationship in the other woman. You acting like you my goddamn girlfriend. Like, I'm like, what the hell's going on with you? No, you need to tell that chick to come out of there. So through all of this going back and forth, she made the chick that was invited to come in the house uncomfortable. So she get up, start putting her clothes, because you know she came in and had that wife beater on, you know what I'm saying? That nigga give her that wife beater and that t-shirt and some basketball shorts. Y'all know when y'all go to your man's house, y'all put on a wife beater and some t-shirt with no bra. So she had that. So she started, I come back in the house, she putting her clothes on. I'm like, where you going? She's like, shit, I ain't finna, you got too much shit going on. I ain't finna, you got this crazy motherfucker. That girl might do something to my car, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, listen, man, she cool. She gone. Leave. Don't leave. She gone. So I would wait for probably like another 5 minutes thinking that situationship number 1 is gone. And then I'd hear this, y'all. Oh my goodness, this motherfucker still at the door. So it caused most of the time the chick that was invited leave because she don't want to be part of this bullshit. So the first couple of times that situationship number 1 did that, she ran my action off, my invited action, the action that I wanted to stay. She ran them off. So I'm like, okay, bring your ass in. Come on in. But I started realizing the more that I let her run her off and come in, that's why she kept doing it. So I started like, bro, if you show up at my motherfucking house unannounced, you're gonna get your ass in your car and beat it. Like, I'm not fucking with you. I got B-level got rules, B-level got standards. God damn it, you don't pop up at my dang on house without calling. Y'all know I don't run no situation. I don't run no camp like that. My camp is organized. Before you come to my goddamn house, you need to make sure you invited. But she ain't give a damn about that, y'all, because she was in love. So I'm going to tell you how this situationship number 1 ended up ending. It was one New Year's Eve. I can't remember what year it was, but it was one New Year's Eve. And I decided that I was going to let situationship number 1 come to the house. Oh yeah, before we get to the New Year's Eve, situationship started being messy, and she started because she was in love and she wanted to have me and she wasn't cool with being the other woman. She wanted to be the only one. So I would notice that she would start posting pictures when she was around me. And even though I wouldn't be in the picture, she'd go in my bathroom and post a picture of my bathroom, or post a picture in my truck or my car or on my couch, and she, you know what I'm saying, or she'll post a picture in my bed or something. So she started, you know how y'all women know, y'all don't really want to tell it, but y'all start posting pictures so a motherfucker really know what's going on without saying I'm fucking with B-level. You just post a picture in B-level shit so people can kind of know. So situationship number 1 started doing weird ass shit like that. Like, that's not what we signed up for. Like, we was gonna be in this situationship, but it's always different when somebody catch feelings. So she started doing a little shit like that. So my girl would start asking me like, hey man, are you dealing with this girl called situationship number 1? My girl would say the real name. I'd be like, she my friend, she my cool. One thing about me is I never have been, you know, with the chicks that I was dating, a big liar. So I wouldn't tell them the whole story, but I would just tell them like, listen, man, don't worry about what the fuck I do when I'm not with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why a lot of my past relationships, I'm cool with them, because even with them, I didn't just go out and tell them that I had situationships going on, but I also didn't lie like I had some other things going on. And so, a person can respect when you give a woman a choice to deal with your bullshit, or if you just lie. I always tell my friends, like, man, you ain't got to really lie to these chicks these days. You can tell them, hey, this is what dating is. I'm dating you. I'm going out with this person. But I was being deceitful because I was committed to her. Now, had I just been dating my girlfriend, it would have been another whole thing. But she had a reason to be mad. But so anyway, let me get back to the night I figured out that I needed to leave my situationship number one alone. And let me just tell you, I really never wanted to leave her alone because she was lit, right? She did some shit for me, that my girlfriend would not do. It was always a great time. She was always lit. And back then, 15 years ago, B Level was all about being lit. You understand what I'm saying? I had just 15 years ago kind of ended my first marriage, and I was wanting to be outside. That's what they call outside. I want to be outside. But this one particular New Year's Eve, I said, fuck it. I'm going to let situationship come and hang out with me at the club for about a couple of hours. But I knew that my main chick, my girlfriend, was going to come about 11:30. And my main chick never really wanted to be in the club. She just wanted to come in. She wanted to bring the New Year's in with her man. She wanted to give me a toast, give me a kiss, and then she gone on to the crib. So I knew that I needed to let situationship number one come. But situationship number one had to be out of that motherfucking club by 11:15 because my girl was coming at 11:30. So I let her come about 10. I can't remember, 9:30, 9:45, 10. But I made sure that I had her out of there by 11:30, 11:15. So this particular night, my girlfriend came in, and I'm not going to even call my girlfriend name because she might be a situationship number two, right? She might be it. She might not, but I'm not going to tell who I was dating at that point. But anyway, she came in and she was like, she had her phone and she was walking real fast. I'm like, God damn, she mad. I could see her coming towards me. She was walking fast in the motherfucker. And she was like, she came to me. She was like, what is this right here? And I'm like, I looked at her phone and man, situationship had posted the picture that I'd taken with her in the club New Year's Eve, and she had posted it, and it had gotten back to my girlfriend. So she was like, "What the hell you doing this?" And I knew you was fucking with this chick and this girl that posting yada yada, and you can't even control if you fucking around. You can't even control your bitches, and she was just going off and going on. I was like, "Listen, man, you got every right. I'm busted. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I understand. You know what I'm saying? It's disrespectful. I'm wrong. Nah, I'm done fucking with you. And you disrespectful. I gave you plenty of chances, and I gave you a whole bunch of chances, and you just ain't gonna do right. And here I am being faithful to you, and you outside, and yada 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 and yada yada. So she stormed out of there. We didn't even get to bring New Year's Eve in together with my real girlfriend. And so at that point, I kind of knew that situationship number one was getting out of hand and I needed to let her go. Now, the moral of that story is my girlfriend didn't quit me because I did get her back, but I ended up hurting her and really just disearning her trust, just really not being trustworthy. It broke her heart. She really couldn't trust me, even though she gave me another chance. It never was right with me and my girlfriend because I had did some foul ass shit. And so it just never was right. But I did quit her at that point. I told situationship, like, man, oh, I forgot to tell y'all one other thing about situationship that she done to let her brother know that she was loyal. She went and got a tattoo with B Level on her. I didn't say that in the story. All right. Now, this is probably going to, bring down who I'm talking about because there were not too many people that had a tattoo, but she did that. She did that to show her loyalty to B Level. That's one thing that I will tell you. But I ended up seeing, when I broke up with her, I ended up seeing situationship number one about 3 or 4 years afterwards. And I asked her about the tattoo. And obviously she had the tattoo removed. So she don't have B Level on her now. But that's my story time for today. And just understand that I'm going to be listening as respectful as possible. I'm going to make this as fun, as humorous as possible. But I am going to be real and tell you real information. And I promise that if you are one of my past relationships, I promise that I am not going to embarrass you. I am not going to tell information that could be crucial to to your what am I saying? Your reputation is the word I'm using. I'm going to be respectful for that. And I'm going to be respectful for this platform. And I'm never going to do anything that's going to be not decent in order. That's just not who I am. So if you are ex of mine, you don't have to call me. Okay. I've only got, I think there's 5 weeks in October. There's going to be 5 episodes. You might end up being, in the episode, but I'm going to make sure that I don't put to us the more detailing that I know is incriminating. Damn, I can't talk today. Incriminating on your reputation. I'm going to be respectful of that about that because that's who I am as a person and as a guy. So you don't have to worry about that. Y'all don't have to text me. I know y'all saw that I was doing this surviving B level today, and y'all was worried. Like y'all thought I was gonna put the real nasty, dirty, freaky shit we did. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna hold that. All the pictures that you sent me, I still got them. I'm not gonna post them. I ain't that type of dude. I'm never like that. I think those dudes are weak that does shit like that. And I'm never gonna do that. So you clear, you cool. You're straight. All right. I'm still the same old dude that I am when I dated you. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that. All right. Before I end this live today, I want to talk about, first of all, on the level with B level. Now, first of all, let me talk about Sunday. Let me take this off. Sunday, I have a great crew: Tristan Hobbs, Andrea Hicks, Candy Webb, Anthony P. And then I got our new news girl, Jayla Jefferson, Jayla with the T. Every Sunday, I want you to tune into the Unpacking the Baggage podcast, the best damn podcast in the world. We have it Sunday at 7 p.m. We have some great conversations. We're raw, we're edgy. I think we're live. We're the only podcast that take your comments live. We let you call in. You can be a part of our podcast. And I really do believe we're the best damn podcast in the world. I really do believe. I do know that there aren't anybody in the state that's fucking with us. And that's just B Level's opinion. I'm going to live by it. I'm like Pepsi. I stand on it. I believe it. So Sunday, 7 p.m., make sure you tune in. And then I do want to talk about our Wednesday promotion. On the level with B level, this past Wednesday, we had Prosecutor Will Jones. This coming up Wednesday, we're going to be talking to Broadway Joe. He is the operations manager for Cumulus Media. He's over Power 92 and KOKY radio station. And then we're going to talk to Elisa Johnson, who is the GOAT in the hairstylist industry. Then we're going to talk to Princess Gupton. Oh my goodness, Princess have been doing her thing in the city for some years. She has the institution school. I can't never say that word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Little Rock Day Spa, I think is the name of it. So she's going to be on here. If I pronounced her spa wrong, please forgive me. I'm going to have it right by the time it's time to talk to her. But Princess Gupton is going to be on October the 27th. And then we're going to have director Andrea Lewis, who is a banker and who is our city director, to end the month at October the 29th. We're talking to extraordinary people doing extraordinary things. And I'm telling you, On the Level with B Level is on fire. I am working on a stellar lineup for the month of November, and we will continue to talk to people that you want to talk to. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for believing and trust that I could do this straight talk, no chaser with dignity and with class. So surviving B level will be for the next. Look at my phone and make sure we do have 5 Fridays in the month of October. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we do have 5 Fridays. So every Friday at 12 noon, straight talk, no chaser, surviving B level, where I will talk about situationships, relationship rendezvous, but I will keep it player and I will keep it respectful. Okay. We'll see you Sunday. I'm going to end my live. We will see you Sunday, 7 o'clock. A different bat time, but the same bat channel. Y'all, good afternoon. Have a great weekend. Don't drink and drive. And I will see you Sunday at 7 p.m. See you later.
Had another rough conversation with the voices in your